to my uploading schedule for the YouTubes. So here we are. It'll probably be all about books and whatever other vlogging shenanigans I can come up with. I mean, we are in a panoramic, so there aren't many places that I can go, but right now I am headed to the bookstore because I got a gift card to Barnes & Nobles, and I went there yesterday. When I go home, I'll show you guys what books I got yesterday, but there were some things that I did put down because I was like, I don't want to spend an absurd amount of money in the bookstore. Not that I've never spent an absurd amount of money in the bookstore before, but you know, I guess I could start practicing restraint. I don't fucking know. So yeah, I'm headed to go get what I put down yesterday, which is the Midnight Library. My friend Kirsten said that it was really good, and like a quick read. So yeah, I was gonna go back and pick it up because I picked it up and I was kind of like, I don't really know. And yeah, but now that she said something about it, I'm gonna go back and pick it up. So, weekly vlog part 1. No, what I wanted to say is I did do some reading this week, but I have not been feeling the best mentally or physically this week. So my goal was to read 2 books, but I'm just finishing up The Prophets, which I think is a phenomenal book so far. I'm actually very curious to see how it ends. So I'll probably tell you guys a little bit more about that once I get in the house. And then I need to go to the grocery store because we are supposed to get some more snow tomorrow, and I don't want to have to go out tomorrow if I don't have to. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. And I have on just a sweater in the outside because it is 43 degrees and I've been sweating like a cow. Do cows sweat? Y'all get what I'm trying to say. So I just have on a sweater. I'm just running in and out. I need to actually call my mom and find out what it is exactly that we need from the grocery so I can make groceries. And yeah, then I'm gonna go back in the house. I plan to record a video that won't be going up next week, but probably the week after. I'm really proud of myself. I have been posting a video every single week since the beginning of January. I'm proud of myself. So yeah, I need to record, and the rest of my evening will be spent reading after I do all of that. So I will catch y'all when I get home. This vlog is probably going to be short because I didn't vlog all week. So the next one that y'all see after this will definitely be longer because I will have footage from the entire week and not just today. Okay. All right, guys, I'm home. My bookshelf and everything is a mess, but mind your business, okay? Thank you. So there's actually like a whole gaggle of things that I want to show you guys. I got books from the bookstore, like I told you. I got some books in the mail. What else? I got I think so for right now. My friend is on the FaceTime, so that's who y'all hear talking.
Making dinner, y'all.
Right, she's making dinner. I got groceries. We got just a whole bunch of stuff. So some of you guys know me from the knitting community, because my mom is famous. Don't tell her I said that. So then you guys will also know about Hohi & Co., which is a beautiful bag company. So first I'll show you guys. I have a few different bags from Hohe and Co. My favorite one is, have I showed you this bag, Nadia? This is my weekender bag.
Oh, that is nice.
Let me tell you something. You can fit a small child in this bag. So it's
You can put Gunner in there.
listen, it converts though. So you can either wear it like a tote or like a book bag.
That's a good weekender.
Yes. So this is my weekender bag. I do have I don't know where my tote is. It's not in reach right now. I'll show that to y'all another time. But she came out with these Fanny Packs. And y'all, like, I love me a little, like, throw your stuff in it. Like, I could put my card, some lip chat, and, like, you know, my phone in here. And, like, when we can go back in the outside, this is the perfect, like, oh, me and my friends are going to the bar type of bag. Like, this is so cute. Like, super, super cute. So, Nadia, she makes bags for the knitting people. So, like, that weekender bag is supposed to be like a...
For works in progress specifically, or?
That one is more for, like, events. When you're going to do, like, a lot of yarn shopping, you can kind of put all your stuff in there.
Sense.
Right, and, like, travel easily with it. And, like, this one, if you had, like, a small project, like a hat or a... you know, gloves or socks or something like this, I'm sure you could fit like your work in progress, like a small ball of yarn and some needles in here. But y'all know I don't do that kind of stuff. So there's that. So let's start with the books that I got today. Because somebody got me a gift card to the Barnes & Nobles. So I picked up In the Country of Women by Susan Strait, and this is about, I believe this is her memoir, autobiography. Yeah, it's a memoir. But I believe it deals with colorism and all of that kind of stuff, so it seemed really interesting. So Susan Strait, a self-proclaimed book nerd, and Dwayne Sims, an African-American basketball player, started dating in high school. After college, they married. She was mentored by James Baldwin. Oh, this is probably going to be really interesting. So yeah, I picked this up. There's that. Then I got The Street by Ann Petrie, which I've heard a whole bunch of good things about this. The Street follows the spirited Ludi Johnson. Ain't that such a black name, Ludi? A newly single mother whose efforts to claim a share of the American dream for herself and her young son meet frustration at every turn in 1940s Harlem. I've heard really good things about this book. So this month, as you guys know, my TBR was full of books by Black authors. Next month is Women's History Month. So I was looking for books by female authors that, like, of all different races. So that kind of went into some of my book shopping. Some of these I just wanted anyway, but my TBR for next month was in mine. And then I got the Shadow King by Maza Mengistu, maybe. And this takes place during Mussolini's 1935 invasion of Ethiopia. The Shadow King takes us back to the first world conflict of World War II, casting light on the women soldiers who were left out of the historical record. At its heart is orphan maid Hirut, who finds herself tumbling into a new world of thefts and violations of betrayals and overwhelming rage. Heard really good things about all three of these books. Again, don't ask me when I'm gonna read them. I'll get to it eventually.
You know, Ethiopia was the only African country that was not colonized.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
The only thing that I really know about Ethiopia is their food. That was, yeah, like, Ethiopian food is some of my favorite. Okay, now yesterday when I went to the Barnes and Nobles, I did damage, as y'all can see by this big old bag. Okay, so first I got The House in the Cerulean Sea. This I think you'll like, Nadia. It's a fantasy where the caseworker, he's a caseworker in charge of the Department of Magical Youth. So he's in.
They can hear my chopping.
It's okay. They'll be all right. So he has to like figure out what to do with these magical kids in this house, like in this foster home. And I've heard like such good things about it. Like everyone that I know that's read it is like, oh my gosh, you have to have that book. Like it's so heartwarming and all of that. So I got this.
I'll definitely check it out.
Then I got 1,000 Seas. So in my favorites video for last year, I talked to you guys about how much I loved A Song of Achilles and how I don't often read retellings because we like, who doesn't know Greek mythology? Like if you're over the age, same, like if you're over the age of at least 16, I feel like you've heard at least most of them because you're of the age of where you're reading it in high school and all of that kind of stuff. So this was interesting to me. It's called 1,000 Ships by Natalie Haynes, and it's supposed to focus on the women that were in like the Trojan War. So instead of us hearing about Odysseus and all of them who we've heard their stories time and time again, we get to hear about the women. So I definitely had to pick that up.
Helen's story a lot, I'm guessing.
Right, which no one ever gets to hear about, and all we know about Helen was that she was a raging whore.
Is that what happened?
Listen, basically, she was like, he's cute, I'm going home with him. See y'all when I see y'all. Okay. Then I got Yellow Wife by Sadika Johnson. I love her name, Sadika. I feel like she pop her gum when she chew it.
She can double dutch real good.
Yes. And she like nacho cheese, sunflower seeds, and Slim Jims.
Let's do it.
Also as well. So this recently came out, and by recently I mean like a few weeks ago. And I've heard wonderful things about it. It is a she was born on a plantation in Charles City, Virginia. Phoebe Dolores Brown has lived a sheltered life. But I heard really good things about it, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I might sneak this into my TBR for this month. I might sneak this in after I finish The Prophets. Like, and it's only how many pages? Why can't I find a page number, Jesus? Help me. 275 pages is not bad. So I'll probably sneak that in this week, to be honest. Then we got, okay, this one, Fire in the Blood by Perry O'Brien. I had no intention of picking this up. I'm going to be honest with you, but I saw the cover and it just like jumped out at me. But it's a story about a army paratrooper serving in Afghanistan, and he's called to find out that his wife was killed in a hit and run. And it was like, that's all that I read, and I was like, okay, this is interesting. But now I'm looking at the back flap, and the author served in Afghanistan. So I'm really interested in reading this. It won't get read anytime soon, but this might be high up as a book club pick, whether it be for the Patreon book club or for the regular book club. But this seems really interesting. Now, these two are the books that I went to the store to actually get. So this one is called No Heaven for Good Boys. So I don't know if you guys know, but A. Marie, the singer, the one that every time summer hits, I have to hear her particular song, her. She also... Why don't we fall in love? It's so many reasons. She has a book club, and this is the book club pick for her book club this month. And when I heard the synopsis for this, I was like, oh, I have to have that. And I'm going to be honest, there is only one book that she... that her book club read that I was like, oh no girl, I don't like that. She and I have very similar reading tastes. Like, I feel like I could be her friend. But this is set in Senegal, and is a modern day Oliver Twist story.
Interesting.
So I'm very interested to read this, and I believe this is the debut. The author's name is Keisha Bush. Oh, she is beautiful. I love hard covers because you get the dust jacket, and the picture of the author is usually in the book. I always want to know what they look like. So that... and then the last one. I've been waiting for this book to come out for so long. And I'm so glad to finally have it in my hands. How the One-Armed Sister Swept Her House.
What was the title again?
How the One-Armed Sister Sweeps Her House.
Okay.
And in Baxter's Beach, Barbados, Lala's grandmother Wilma tells her the story of the one-armed sister. It's a cautionary tale about what happens to girls who disobey their mothers and go into the Baxter's tunnels. When she's grown, Lala lives on the beach with her husband, Adnan, a petty criminal with endless charisma, whose thwarted burglary of one of the beach mansions sets off a chain of events with terrible consequences. A gunshot no one was meant to witness. A new mother whose baby is found lifeless on the beach. A woman torn between two worlds and incapacitated by grief, and two men driven into the tunnels by desperation and greed who attempt a crime that will risk their freedom. This just sounds so good, and like the cover of it, you guys know how I feel about covers with black women on them. I have to have the book. But it just sounds so interesting, and I've heard really good things about it. And this is by Sherry Jones. Okay, two more things, and then I'm out of here for tonight. I got Girl A by Abigail Dean. This is like a family drama thriller type thing. So I'm curious to read this. I've heard it was okay. So very curious to read. And then the last on my book list was I got a well, if it's upside down, y'all can't tell what it is. I got a cookbook. So some of y'all may know that I like to cook. And a lot of the things that I know how to cook are not because I followed a recipe. I just happen to know how to cook them. But I've been on a mission to collect more recipes. So I picked this up. And that is all of my book shopping. I will talk to y'all probably tomorrow about the profits because I plan to finish that tonight. And yeah, that was all my mail. It is 1:32 a.m. and I just got finished reading The Prophets, and baby, that book was heavy. It is good. It is informative. It is, the writing is amazing. But it very much does tell a story that is heavy and very much rooted in trauma, and I cried. And if y'all know me, y'all know I don't read books and cry. Like, that is not my thing. But there were a couple of parts in this book that, like, did something to me. But I don't know that I'm gonna start anything right now, even though I feel like I could. I think I'm gonna start The Coldest Winter Ever. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm gonna end this vlog here, and I will start vlogging on Monday. So the next vlog, you guys can have a full week in a vlog. So if nobody has told you yet, I love you. And I hope you have a good day or a good morning or whenever you're watching this. Bye, guys.